My illustrations are dope. That was chapter 24, personal hygiene. This little bug. Let's see what it says. Chapter 25. Enjoy life, colors, music, smells, tastes, and other opinions. It will add to your refinement. Much is said through art. There are billions of perspectives, and they're all personal. Art is a window into another's mind and world. After all, the Creator gave you this one life to experience. Taste, opinion, experience, and life is truly a personal experience. This chapter is called Dabble in the Arts, right? Like, how drab is it to just go through life and not seeing the wonder in life, right? And I know a lot of us actually do, right? But that's why there are some cool looking sunsets. The nature has a way of capturing your attention. But then us humans are also designed to seek out beautiful things, to seek out elegance and artistry and curves of things, right? Or we do pay attention to it. Seems like most of our world, everything that's man-made has to be perfect circle and a square or a rectangle, whereas in nature almost everything is chaotic, right? The way the nerves in the body, the way the nerves spread out is just like crazy, right? The way the trees all randomly just all along the trunk, not a single straight line in nature. So even the horizon, right, we know kind of technically has a curve to it because the world is curved. Uh, um, but people, we need straight lines, we need rectangles, we need boxes to think in and to live in and to feel like we have a certain form of, I don't know, possibly organization, right? A structure. It gives us, it gives, man-made is kind of structural. All right, dabble in the arts. Life is more than just a grind, more than just numbers, deadlines, and meetings. It's a rich, vibrant tapestry woven together with colors, sounds, textures, and emotions that speak to us in ways words cannot. To truly live, you must dabble in the arts. You must savor the richness of life that extends far beyond what's practical or functional. Art isn't just something to hang on the wall or play in the background, right? We're like, oh, art is this painting or this music I'm seeing or somebody dancing. But what does this say? It's an experience, a moment of connection that can stir your soul, make you think, make you feel. Art can be a brushstroke of color, a melody that echoes through your bones, a scent that brings melody, that brings memories back. It's the creation of something from nothing, the expression of thought, feeling, and vision. And it adds a level of depth to your life that you won't find anywhere else. Right? As people, we seek human connection, but we also seek to enrich our own experience in life. And sometimes the richer experiences have been lived by somebody else, have been recorded by somebody else, and we get a glimpse of their world, right? Or sometimes the richer experience is just seeing something beautiful and unique for the first time and having a sense of, I don't know, an emotion, right? Being pulled out of you and you're transported into some kind of mental trip. I don't know. It's a little bit more complex than just, oh look, it's some color on the wall. The beauty and diversity. The world is filled with billions of perspectives, each shaped by the unique experiences, cultures, and hearts of those who live it. Art is the manifestation of this diversity. It's a window into the mind of the creator, a snapshot of their world, their emotions, and their dreams. Whether it's a painting, a song, a poem, or even a culinary masterpiece, art gives us the chance to experience life through another person's eye. There's a beauty in this diversity. What one person finds beautiful, another may find mundane. What one person creates from their heart might make someone else pause and think deeply. Art is personal, it's an expression of the self, and yet it has the power to connect us all in ways that words alone cannot. When you stepped into an art gallery, listen to a piece of music, or taste a dish carefully crafted by a talented chef, you're not just experiencing it with your senses. You're stepping into someone else's world for a moment, seeing life through their lens. That's pretty cool, right? That is very cool, actually. Which is probably why we praise these musicians and artists that can come up with some great songs that make us move and that make us remember it and make us either feel hope or feel turned up or ratchet or feisty or something, right? So with art we are able to move one another. And then also, like when we're getting to know one another, right? Like sometimes we share music just so I don't have to tell you who I am, but you can hear the song, and if it's along our frequencies, then we do have something further to talk about, or something like that, right? Or this song specifically makes me feel like this after I have a little too many beers. Life is a personal experience, the dance of creation. I like that one. To dabble in the arts isn't simply to observe, it's to create. The act of creation is deeply fulfilling. Oh, it's so fulfilling. I made this book. I thought of it, I wrote it, I typed it out, published it, printed it. Now I'm holding it. Now we're experiencing it together. But the whole time, just one simple idea allowed me to keep creating, and that alone has allowed me to scratch this itch of creativity, right? But it also allows me to thoroughly communicate instead of just like, oh, I have an idea for a better life. It's like I have an idea, but it's hours and hours worth of talk, and and it's millions of words, because not only did I write some, there's so much that I didn't write, and then tomorrow I might live a new experience. Anyways, so but then the shirt, right? I made it. It was a bland Nike t-shirt. I spilled some juice on it, dipped it in a pattern of sorts, and then now it's actually one of my favorite shirts to wear. Um Simply because it's unique and it reminds me of I I know exactly which table I used. I know why it looked like this, right? And then I even had a name for this t-shirt because it didn't go quite as planned. This wasn't gonna supposed to be this ugly. But it's a shirt now, custom, blah blah blah, piece of creation. I have some stuff in the background. I'm a kind of a creative person, and it makes me feel fulfilled, which is why I make some videos. I remix videos of me working because I don't know, it's content. What else am I doing, right? Um, but then also, as I'm kind of experiencing more and more life, some things just do not make me as excited anymore, right? Some things are just everyday life. I'm not gonna show off my breakfast every time, right? Make breakfast with me this morning. It's eggs and toast. It's waffles and toast. It's more of a um like, let me set aside a piece. Let's make a corner in this vast world let's set aside a corner to where we can talk about some self-development, right? Where we can talk about a good life. And this is what it is, right? It's a kind of artistic, but it's its own space. So I don't have to constantly, out of thin air, out of my memories, come up with these topics and be like blah 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 blah. I sat there and I composed it and I concentrated my efforts, came together with a decent idea, and so now that idea can have its own life over there. So everybody that interacts with this book is hopefully changed or is triggered to some degree to do something with this information, right? And then the pictures, this is cool. That's the next chapter. Anyways, I'm a little bit of a nerd. Whether you're crafting a meal, writing a poem, painting, dancing, or even building something with your hands, you are engaging in the act of creation. And humans love it, right? Um, because we are made in the pattern of the creator. So within ourselves, we do have these drives to make something, to express ourselves, to move certain things or our body into certain positions or rhythms, and and our fingers have their own melody, right? So sometimes logically I don't know why I'm playing on the guitar, but my fingers and my heart are connected, and it just smooths that smooth communication, I guess, right? Between my heart, my deeper feelings, and my fingers on the fretboard or on the piano or playing the saxophone or whatever. You are shaping the world around you, leaving your own imprint. And in doing so, you will find that the more you engage with art, both as an observer and the creator, the more you expand your capacity for joy, wonder, and connection. You'll discover new dimensions to your world that you never knew existed. Your mind and soul will grow, become more expansive, more open to the infinite possibilities that life offers. That's pretty cool. That was chapter 25, ALX Proverbs. In order for us to consider living a good life, we must also consider the beautiful things, the artsy things, people's expression, people's interpretation of their world, right? Because it will only enrich us. So I'm about to go make me some waffles or pancakes that actually sounded kind of good. Thank you for being here, huh? Huh?